everybody. Welcome. It is Thursday night, right here in the Cantina Happy Hour. Grab yourself a drink, pull up a stool, and let's talk about some Star Wars. I am your host, David. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
Doing good. Cooler weather. It's almost like fall here. And then we'll have Indian summer and be sweating to death again.
It's not cool here. It's been hot as crap. Yeah.
It'll rain for like 10 minutes and then stop, and then it's just humid.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say yesterday we had some clouds move in and it was like an Arctic blast. It dropped down to like 97.
Yeah, I may wear a coat at that weather.
It was the high.
You're breaking up, Debbie.
The high today here was like 74.
Oh, there you
go.
Oh.
Crazy.
They're jamming our comms.
Yeah. And also with us tonight, as he always is, David Jr. Andrew. Andrew, how are you this evening? I saw that.
I'm doing good. Yeah, we're matching, I had to do it. Yeah.
Well, we are talking about the Clone Wars. So, quick, start growing your beard.
Cam said he's here.
Oh, he is?
Somehow Cam appeared.
Somehow Cam has arrived.
I'm Asian.
There's like 15 different kinds. They always scare me.
Well, obviously, also with us tonight then is Cam from Cam and Focus. How are you, sir?
I'm doing okay. It's been a week. It's
back from New Jersey, I see.
Yes, back from New Jersey with my fancy dancy certification.
Are you a doctor yet?
Nice. I'm working on it.
You call me doctor. You call me a doctor.
See, I've got this thing growing on my back. You may want to look at it. It's starting to talk to me. It's weird.
Sometimes I get this weird clicking in my jaw when I start eating. I don't know. Cam will be our on-screen. Cam's like Dr. McCoy. We'll start calling him Bones.
Oh God.
Just for you, Debbie. Just for you.
I could be Nurse Chapel.
There you go. Yeah. Well, what do we got tonight? We're working on the Clone Wars. We've got another solo single episode. Very short one. This was one of those ones. I turned it on. It's the Hidden Enemy. I turned it on, and as it started, the hamster started running in the wheel up here, and I was like, "Oh, I remember this episode. I loved this episode. This is like one of my favorite of all time episodes." And I don't know. I must have upset Andrew for some reason, but whatever. No, I love this episode because again, you had the Jedi in it and they were doing their thing, but it was more a clone episode, if you ask me. And not only a clone episode, but now you're dealing with clones that don't follow the good soldiers follow orders stigma and all this other nonsense. You're dealing with clones that are kind of breaking out on their own.
Oh, and that's them foreshadowing the Bad Batch.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then Cam leaves. He's like, I had a good one-liner. I'm out of here.
But we get into this one. Obi-Wan and Anakin they're trying to liberate this planet. They've got this plan worked out, and then the droids change their plans, and they're watching them and like, what's going on? And all of a sudden, Obi-Wan gets ambushed, and it's higgledy-piggledy. And Anakin has to swoop in and save the day again, but they realize that someone is telling them their plans. They've got a leak.
Their secret spot was leaked, and they're like, "Oh crap!"
Anybody know any codes?
Huh?
I said, does anybody know any launch codes?
Oh, I like the mug.
Oh, thank you.
Darth helmet. you
Yeah.
know.
I have two of those.
I've got one of those somewhere. I got
I
that
got
one and a Boba
this
Fett.
one, and I have a Stormtrooper one.
I've got a Boba
Nice.
Fett one. That one and a Boba Fett one.
A Bob E. Feet.
Bob E. Feet. Sure, whatever. So anyway, hey,
Nice.
Lexi. Why? Just for fun? Because yeah, sure, that's fun.
Hey, that's more Padme than we got in this episode. So
Until next episode.
You need to send us a picture so we can post it.
That's okay. I'll just do the next stream in my lingerie.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I won't. No,
That's gonna be probably the only time in my life I say I do not want to see someone in Princess Leia lingerie.
the only time in your life? Wow, I am severely insulted.
Honored.
Cam,
No, I'm kidding.
Cam, he said the only time in his life. So I want you to send me the lingerie and I'll wear it. And then he cannot complain about
dang
it. One
I didn't think
iota.
about that. Oh. Thank God, Cam.
You see how it works, Andrew? You dig your own graves, my friend.
I do. I really do. I don't think ahead. I don't think one step ahead like a carpenter building stairs. You know.
What?
Andrew, just
That's the dad joke for the week. There you go.
you're dressing like me, and that's fine. But leave the dad jokes to me. All right.
Just log off now, so David doesn't have to kick you off.
Okay, there you go. So I'll just go.
I will mute you. So help me.
It's all right. I'll just do sign language. You know.
Quick! He's throwing up gang signs.
Dude, we're gonna get in trouble again. All right. Anyway, so
Oh, man.
the Jedi go out to spring the trap. You've got the clones, meanwhile, in the base looking for the traitor. It's all this big Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew. It's a mystery. We've got to solve it. Somebody pull out the Scooby snacks and let's figure out what happened.
People running through doors in a hallway that don't connect.
Yeah, exactly. But
It's like the grandpa in Troll 2. I haven't learned the blueprint of this place yet.
Nailbog!
Oh man.
How I lost it. Darn you and your nilbogs.
Sorry.
It's their kingdom.
But yeah, it goes through, and one of them actually gets in trouble. And I recall seeing this for the first time, thinking, "Okay, this is obviously the guy because he doesn't want to say where he is." But then, turns out he's collecting war trophies. I mean, does that count when you're collecting
Clankers.
fingers?
They gotta go clanker.
Clanker. Yeah,
Clanker.
hard on. Clanker.
You're hitting the slurs pretty hard today.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you that the water's really gotten to me tonight. Gosh.
We're gonna have to cut Andrew off. Anyway, but yeah, he's collecting fingers, and I don't know. I could see it like you used to see all the Vietnam movies and stuff, and they're cutting people's ears off and putting them on the dog tags and everything else. Does it count when it's robot fingers?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're in such high abundance that collecting them doesn't really mean anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're not
like,
rare,
It's like collecting the plastic bags after you go grocery shopping. It's like, yeah.
Maybe it's the
Cool.
meaning behind it more rather than the quantity, Like if that specific droid attacked you or something.
Maybe they're just extra shiny.
That's
Extra
right. Yeah. He can flip them,
He's gonna have something that when he grows old, he'll be able to hand off to his grandkids and say, "Look what Granddad did," and then they'll take it into a pawn shop and say, "These are my granddad's clanker fingers that he collected during the war."
And then they'll
You know,
pawn shop guy will say,
them
"You
on
can't
like a
say."
necklace or something. And, instead of putting your kid's baby teeth on a necklace, now it's droid fingers.
You put your kid's baby teeth on a necklace?
People do that.
Debbie, did you ever do that? I
Nope.
never put my kid's teeth on a.
No, the tooth fairy takes them. That's what took mine.
Andrew, I have a Band-Aid to rip off with you. The tooth fairy's not real. I'm sorry.
Then who else puts the $20 under my pillow? No, I'm kidding.
$20. Cheese and crackers.
I'm kidding. It would always be like a rare coin.
I got a quarter.
I was gonna say $20 for your baby teeth. Holy crap, that tooth fairy's freaking loaded.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah. $20 total. Yeah.
When you get an IOU.
Oh, the tooth fairy is real. Don't
what's
listen
next?
to a thing that Cam
You're
said.
gonna tell me that the Easter bunny's not real? I mean, bunnies lay eggs all the time. You know.
Read the note. Read the note, Cam.
Yeah, Cam. Maybe we should cut him off. Yeah.
Where's your kids at, Cam? They can't be hearing this either.
Well, my kids are in bed actually.
No, well there you go.
Oh.
Hey, ask for $20 from the tooth fairy. Apparently, that's a thing. I would.
No, I'm kidding. No, we would usually get like a rare foreign coin. This is pretty cool. I have like a collection of coins. I'm not kidding.
You get like a Japanese 10 yen coin, which is worth probably 5 cents.
Ooh, look, it's a peso. Straight from Mexico.
That's not rare enough. I'm like not that far from Mexico.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the business at hand. Oh, that's good.
It took me a second to get what you were doing.
Anyway, back to the business at hand. So, it turns out that is it Slick? Was that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Slick's the traitor, and he kind of gives himself away. Really wish you hadn't.
He doesn't have a good poker face.
No.
Traitors often do.
Well, he says when the Jedi get back, and then they say, "How did you know they were gone?" And he's like,
"Ah, crap!
I really wish you."
I have to go to the bathroom.
Heard that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the chase ensues, and a clever trap brought on by Cody and Rex to capture the clone. And in the meantime, Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting Ventress, Asajj Ventress.
Yeah,
And
Ventress went with a rookie at these,
and trading puns with her.
It was a cool fight.
Show got to keep the kids engaged. You can't just have a long, protracted 5-minute fight scene. They have to throw in a few puns here and there.
I thought the fight scene would have kept kids engaged, just the fight scene itself. Because other than that, you're just dealing with a clone mystery.
Yeah.
And
with the same 5 clones that seem to be involved in every battle throughout the galaxy.
Hey, that's racist, all right? Just because they look the same doesn't mean it's the same 5.
They look the same and have the same name, though.
Could be common in the clone.
You are racist. What, do they all look alike to you?
Yeah. Gosh. Just because they talk like this doesn't mean that they're all the same, all right? Yeah.
They talk like this? What does that mean?
Inflection up and down,
Just imagine.
Debbie, what were your thoughts?
Good
Eat some
episode.
crackers. Just a good episode. Wasn't your favorite one?
No, I really liked it.
Oh,
This might be one of my. I know we're only 16 episodes in, but I think at this point it's one of my favorite episodes of season 1. I enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed the side plot with the clones because you haven't really spent a whole lot of time with them, all things considered, at this point to the season. So to get kind of a full episode with them was cool.
Yeah,
what about?
it's kind of
Oh,
a
go
good
ahead.
stop point. You know,
Mhm.
you're kind of establishing these key clone characters, and you know, having them engage in some kind of hijinks is definitely a good starting point. It's like passing go in Monopoly.
Well, yeah. Well, and to something else. I mean, you know, there's gonna be filler episodes, especially. I mean, we're dealing with what is it you like to say, Debbie? A season of 23 plus episodes rather than now we get seasons of 8 if we're lucky. But you know, you're dealing with like a full season of episodes, and so you know there's going to be filler episodes. And it's good to see them do an episode like that as like this as a filler episode, knowing I mean it's a good episode.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was pointless, you know.
It doesn't expand the Clone Wars any further than what they already are, but it's something. I mean, it explores the clones, it explores the banter between the clones, how they react to each other, how they act. And then, of course, you've got, like I said, you've got Slick going off, and now all of a sudden he's a traitor. And it just goes to show that what was said in episode 2 when she said, you know, you'll find that their training is perfect and complete, and they're much more apt to follow orders and everything else. But there's always going to be a fluke. There's going to be a drop in the system. So we saw that with obviously here with Slick. We'll see that again later on with who was the first one to deal with the chip? Was that Fives that they found the inhibitor chip in?
I think it was.
So see ya. Bye. But yeah, it was just it's good to see that, and it's good to see that yes, the clones too are flawed. So, and again, we see that further on in the series. You know, mistakes are made.
It's like you said. I mean, even though this episode kind of feels like a filler, you know, they still do something with the characters to make the episode feel worth it. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, the first season of the Clone Wars micro series technically had filler episodes, like the Kit Fisto fighting underwater. Did that tie into anything? No, it really didn't. Still awesome to see.
It was to show off. In my opinion, those episodes were because, like, you had the one with Mace Windu too,
yeah,
where he took on the battalion of droids and the big ship and everything else, and it's like, well, what did that do to further? Nothing, but it shows that the wars are being fought and the Jedi are involved. So, and this is one of those ones.
Yep. Well, it makes. I mean, despite the fact that we see a lot of the same characters engaging in different battles and conflicts and stuff, it does still kind of help to make the Clone Wars feel a lot bigger than they would seem otherwise. Because I mean, you have this battle going on over here, and then you have this battle going on over here, and I mean, there's no sense of geography as far as, you know, where things are in the galaxy, but just knowing that they're in different parts of the galaxy kind of helps to, you know, hammer in that grandeur of it all.
And this too. I mean, you know, usually you can watch a war movie or something like that. And it's clearly defined. You know who the bad guys are. You know who the good guys are. You know who to root for, who to hate. And when you get an episode like this, to where it's like, okay, now one of the good guys is a bad guy. That's to me, that's more realistic in the way things happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can look all.
I think it
throughout-
helps. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Kind of helps you realize that the clones don't necessarily have plot armor. Like they're all just good all the time.
Right.
Is that there can be, maybe a 1 in a million or whatever. I don't know how many get produced, but that is a fluke,
Well, we'll get the one. We'll get what? Is it 99?
Mm-hmm.
Was he the one that's later on, and he basically pulls the ARC troopers together,
Mm-hmm.
or the guys that are going to ARC training. So I mean, yeah, you're gonna.
Poor guy
mess
became
up.
the janitor just because he was messed up,
It's
Or
like
whatever
that.
he is, I don't know.
I'm harking back. If you saw the movie Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh yeah.
where he says, "We made this beautiful, wonderful, glorious human being, and the rest was the crud that was left over." And he's talking about Danny DeVito, and I mean, that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you get the crud that's left over.
Well, it reminds me of the episode of Rick and Morty where they go into that alien spa that pulls all their toxins out, but the toxins end up being like the negative versions of them, and Rick just grabs Toxin Morty. He's just like, "Where what God removed?"
Or there's like the episode of Family Guy where Peter's driving down the road and he puts his hand out and then it gets cut off and it flies and then an evil version grows out. He's like, "I'm Tear Pip or something."
Retap.
Retap.
Peter
Yeah.
spelled it's I am Retap, and I am evil.
He's got a green shirt and white pants instead of a white shirt and green pants.
So stupid. I love and hate Family Guy.
I've never actually watched a full episode. I just see clips online.
Oh, you need to watch it. It's good. It's good. Worth it. Anyway,
I'll tell my mom's got family in the title. It's all right.
This is the animation of Uncle Buck.
Ah, there you go.
That was before your time, Andrew. We'll get to.
Yeah, I've seen it with Macaulay Culkin and
John Candy.
John Candy. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of John Candy, I saw something today. I don't know if there's how much truth there is to this, but there's I see news about Spaceballs 2 that's coming out, and it looks as though that John Candy's son will be making a cameo in the movie. So he won't be in the movie, but he will be.
That's cool.
Or he won't be like a major character, I should say, in the movie, but he'll be in a cameo, which is really cool.
Well, at first everybody was thinking, "Oh God, he's going to come back and play Barf or something," and I don't think they're going to do that. I mean, if anything, he'll play Barf's son or something.
Or he could have.
I'm thinking of, are they just going to do away with the character? I mean, he's a man. He's half man, half dog. You would think, okay, he's probably got a shortened lifespan because dogs don't live forever. So that's just.
What?
I mean, that would be the easiest way to write him out of the movie. So.
Yeah.
Or they'll just use his likeness and do an AI.
I hope they don't.
Barf.
That would make me literally go barf. I don't mean to use his name like that, but yeah.
Don't you use his name in vain?
I'm sorry for forgetting.
That's Hail Marys right there.
Anyway, Debbie, did we miss anything on this episode? You've been awful quiet over there. Nope. She's a woman of few words.
It's probably because we're all just being wild tonight.
I mean, y'all are wild. I'm just
here.
chilling.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, great episode. I think we've got a 2-parter coming up next week, because I think next week is the
Blue virus.
blue virus, right?
Mm.
And I'm pretty sure that's a 2-parter.
That's not the one with the worms crawling up in the clones' noses, is it?
No, that one was on Geonosis.
Okay.
It was called like the ghost. It might have been called the Ghosts of Geonosis, actually. And I think that's in season 2 or 3, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Okay.
No, this one's the one with where they've got some kind of mad scientist that creates a virus that kills organic beings, basically. So it's kind of the idea of what was going on with that weapon that they had in the last episode.
Oh.
It
Okay.
kills organic beings, and they release it on Naboo, and Padme and I think Jar Jar get infected with it. So it's a race against time to try and find the cure. I mean, obviously, because it's Padme. So,
Well, to anybody who watches Star Wars for the first time in chronological order, they don't know she's going to survive.
this is true. It's very, very true.
What a spoiler, David. Gosh.
But you know what, though? I'd seen it. I had seen the movies and everything, and I still was dead certain Ahsoka was going to die by the end of this thing. Boy, howdy, was I wrong.
Were you dead certain or dead hopeful? There's a difference.
Yeah, both. All of the above. And she goes on living for 2 more series.
Dang
5
it.
years past Return of the Jedi, at least. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I will say that I really liked her presence in Rebels. She kind of has that more wise, Jedi kind of demeanor about her, even though she calls herself not a Jedi. But she does all Jedi type things.
well, and she was in Rebels, but she wasn't central to Rebels.
Right.
And I think that was why she was more tolerable in Rebels, because it wasn't like she was in every episode
Yeah.
opening her mouth. So
Would a veteran have these?
I'm just glad she didn't give the characters in Rebels fun nicknames, calling Kanan me.
Kanan,
Oh my gosh.
Esri. It's Esri.
It's Sabini.
No. He would be Bridge Builder.
Bridgerton.
Oh gosh. Oh, that'd be. I didn't know Rebels was so dark.
Anyway,
I did see some news earlier today that I forgot to put in the chat.
okay, what was that?
It was announced either today or yesterday that there's going to be a new Star Wars audiobook for Rey in between The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker.
Yep.
It actually sounds interesting. It's called The Jaws of Jakku. It follows Rey as she attempts to let go of her lonely childhood on the desert planet. Hoping to have a breakthrough in her Jedi training, she returns to her home world with Finn and BB-8 in tow. When they meet a young girl on a dangerous mission to save her family, they travel through pitch black tunnels beneath the sand, where they encounter scurrying Gnaw Jaws. Say that 5 times fast. A haunting terror from the past, and maybe, just maybe, hope for them all. She may die, even though she's in the Rise of Skywalker, but
Yeah, it's going to be like it's a light novel. I'm pretty sure it's aimed at younger readers, because I think the length of the audiobook is like 3.5 hours.
Oh,
So-
wow.
Okay.
It sounds pretty interesting.
So
Yeah.
so it's an audiobook.
Yeah, it'll be on Audible.
But it will be we will be able to get a hard copy of it.
I'm not
book-
sure.
Oh, come on.
Because sometimes there are Audible originals, but
Come on, Janae.
I like
Come
Rey.
on.
She's
Yeah.
a classic case of great character, but poorly executed by the writers and the whole not having a plan or whatever,
Well, we'll see. Anakin was kind of the same way. I mean, people panned Anakin back, during the prequel days,
Yeah.
and then, I mean, sure, the sequels get what the sequels. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I actually like the prequels.
Yeah, right.
Anakin's character was also improved by the ancillary material that came out for him.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's
Clone
just
Wars,
for you, Cam.
the Clone Wars series, the novelizations, the other books like Labyrinth of Evil. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the ancillary materials make the movies better.
They always say in the. Oh, sorry.
But go.
Oh, I thought it came in something to say. I was just gonna say they always say in the movie world, it always takes one project to change how people receive a character or previous films. So like the Clone Wars helped a lot of people like the prequels more.
Yeah.
Just
So
expanded.
if we have another, when we have another trilogy,
people be like, oh, the
then
sequels, I love them.
the sequels will be works of art.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is, I think too, all the Star Wars trilogies are made for that generation. So kids that grew up with the prequels, they're gonna have the nostalgia of like, that was my Star Wars. I grew up with that. And that isn't, I don't mean nostalgia equals good. I'm saying I like the prequels. But it's the same as the people that grew up with the originals. They're like, no, that's my Star Wars because I grew up with that. They're gonna be kids that grew up with the sequel trilogy that turns 10 years old in December, which is crazy. But they'll be like, that's my Star Wars,
Yeah.
You know.
And then once any new Star Wars movie comes out, they're gonna say, "Oh, this is terrible. This is
Compared to those sequels, the sequels were beautiful works of art. Loved when they went to Canto Bite. That was one of the best scenes in all three movies.
Mandalorian and Grogu, worst Star Wars movie ever. # not my man."
I can see it happening. I really can.
I actually saw a quote today from one of the actresses from Skeleton Crew. I'm blanking on her name. She was the tech one. But she was saying, she hopes that it gets a season 2. And I think it's unfortunate sometimes when they look at the numbers for a show, because I love Skeleton Crew was great. It was such a fun show, but I don't think it was watched a whole lot. So they're going to look at that and go, people don't care.
Yeah.
And,
Well, people didn't care because you were coming off The Acolyte, which
true.
did very poorly. And it was almost like
That's true.
got
A lot
bad
of casual
taste.
fans were like,
it was the same thing that happened with Solo. Solo came out 6 months after The Last Jedi.
Yeah, it came out the same week as Infinity War.
Yeah. So it was one of those things where it was like, well.
But see, therein lies the problem. Studios will look at their numbers. They don't care about the quality. They don't care how much a movie is praised by the audience that watches it. If the suck, they're not going to pursue it further. Like Thunderbolts, for example. Thunderbolts is the best MCU film in years, and it didn't even break even at the box office.
I just rewatched that earlier this week, and I still loved it as much as I did in the theaters. So good.
Yes.
But yeah.
And it's sad. You can have 10,000 videos on YouTube saying, this is the best thing ever, but the studios don't look at that. They look at, oh, well, this movie lost some money. Go back to the old formula.
Yeah, it's the reason why we see a bunch of sequels and remakes and spin-offs is the whole business model of it's a lot easier to keep existing customers than it is to get new customers. Yeah. But even sometimes with the existing customers, if the product you're putting out is meh consistently, you're going to start losing your existing customers to the point where then you put out something great. Well, they're all like, no, that last project was bad. I'm not going to check this out. And we're like, no, this is great. This is good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway. Did we have any questions this week, Andrew? No. Oh, nobody loves it.
Yeah.
That's okay. Debbie, shameless plugs. What do we got tonight?
Saturday we'll have the Geek Gauntlet. Monday we'll be back with MCU Monday. We're talking Jessica Jones, season 1, episode 10. Let's see. Yesterday we had an episode of War of the Stars drop. I forget what it was about, but
It was like something with nostalgia, like fandom, like what happens if I don't remember.
and then we'll be back Thursday with more Clone Wars.
And it will be awesome. Cam, shameless plugs. You got anything?
Yes, this Sunday we're going to be celebrating my subscriber milestone. We didn't get to do it last week because I was in New Jersey. And well, we're going to be doing it this Sunday. I will be ingesting an unhealthily spicy hot sauce, and we will try to discuss the fantastic work of Neil Breen.
I already know what shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah, I think Andrew, you said you were doing I Am Here now.
Because I don't want to watch Pass Through.
I'm doing Pass Through, which are two of his films.
And what you
And
need to do, you need to say I am here. Wait till Sunday. Start the show with now.
oh God, and see, I wish I could make that work and have more people know what I'm talking about. But Neil Breen is still one of those directors that, like, unless you're really a cinephile, you've probably never heard of him. And
My family's upset that I have introduced them to Neil Breen. Because we ate tuna the other night, and my sisters were like, "Man, I love tuna." I said, "You know who else really loves tuna?"
oh my God. This is my house.
This is my universe.
Anyway, Andrew, you have anything shameless plug wise?
It was said all between Debbie and Cam, so yeah.
Awesome. I don't have anything. I'm a boring individual. I just bought some new Legos though, so
Nice. You should start going live with building your Legos, you know.
oh no, this is I bought a bulk package and now I get to go through them and see what I ended up with.
Wow.
I do know there's an Emperor Palpatine minifigure in there that's worth about $80, so I'm excited about that.
Nice.
And I only spent 10 on the box, so
wow.
big score for David.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. So y'all all have a great, great weekend. Look forward to having a great rest of your week. We will see all of you next Thursday night right here in the Cantina Happy Hour, and may the Force be with you all.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Pocket sand. Yeah.